my bones felt heavier when I was alone. I tried to hide in endless sleep, to bury what I couldn't keep. But shadows know the cracks we fear, and whisper truths we won't let near.
Then you arrived without a sound. Your presence warm, your heartbeat profound. You didn't push, you didn't pry, just stayed until my tears ran dry.
Just breathe, you said, a quiet plea, and something loosened deep in me. The night I carried like a chain, slowly loosened link by chain.
And in the dark, your gentle tone told me I'd never face it alone.
Praise like bell bags to morning.
Hold me when the dark is forming. Let your heartbeat guide the light to every corner lost in night. Stay with me through breaking dawn, until the weight I carry's gone.
I never learned to fall with grace, to show the cracks behind my face. But with your hands upon my own, I felt a safety I'd never known.
My fears uncoil one thread at a time. Your touch a warmth, both soft and kind. And in your eyes I found the truth, that I was worth the light I loved.
Praise me back to morning.
Keep the shadows from returning. Every whisper that you send teaches broken parts to mend. Let your voice become the way that leads me through the end of night, into the cradle of daylight.
If you shake, I'll hold you.
If you fall, I'll go with you. If you break, I won't let go. Just breathe, breathe with me. We'll wake the morning slow.
Brings me back to morning. Every fragile hope restoring. Let your warmth rewrite the past. Teach my heart to beat it loud. And as the sunrise claims the sky,
Pull me close and lift me high. In your light I'm finally forming. You breathe me back, night to morning.
back to morning. Back to morning.
To wait with you. I hear your voice in the quiet night, echoes breaking through the pain. Every word you left behind, still falling like the rain. You sang the truth we couldn't say. You screamed the hurt we tried to hide. In every scar, in every tear, your fire still survives. The world feels colder since you're gone, but your light refuses to fade. else made sense. You turned the dark into a home where pain could still exist. You showed us scars don't mean defeat. They're proof we're still alive, and in the silence after screams, your truth still survives. If heaven heard the songs you gave, it must be shaking now. But here on earth your legacy is written in us somehow. You're gone but not goodbye. Your shadow dances in the light. Every song, every cry keeps you alive inside our minds. You're gone but not goodbye. Your voice still lifts us when we fall. Time can't steal what never dies. You live forever in us all. We scream your name into the sky, not asking you to come back home, just hoping that you know somehow you were never alone. Your pain became our anthem, your truth became our flame, and every time we break again, we remember your name. You're gone, but not goodbye. This isn't where the story ends. Through every tear, through every fight, your spirit rises once again. You're gone, but not goodbye. Your voice still heals what life destroys. This world is louder because of you, and quieter without your noise. You're gone, but not goodbye. Just eternal in the sound, forever alive in every heart you found.
Winds fade away when the half-light. Winds fade away when the half-light. Winds fade away when the half-light.
Breathing slow and fading glow. Colors hum where shadows go. Your outline moves inside the mist. A memory the dawn once kissed.
We walked inside a world half dreamed, where nothing felt the way it seemed. The sky was low, the stars within, as if unsure of where to begin. Your hand brushed mine, a trembling spark, a distant fire in the dark. It warmed the corners of my chest, a fragile place that feared to rest.
Our spoken echoes, gentle, small, afraid my truth would make you fall. But you just smiled and held your breath, as if my words were heaven's death.
The half-light wrapped around our skin, a soft reminder, start again. And in that shade where doubts reside, you pull me gently to your side.
Every fear I thought
make it through. The morning always finds its hue, and in that moment time stood still as light and dark bent to our will.
Unspoken, The sky hung low like whispered blame. The night too cold to call my name. I kept my hope in fragile jars, hid them underneath the scars. But even bruised I tried to stand, until your light brushed through my head. You found me where the silence fed, in battles I fought in my head. You didn't ask the reasons why, you only looked me in the eye. And something in your steady breath pulled me back from edges of death. Your presence broke the walls within, a place where shadows used to win.
The dark can't keep its hold tonight.
Your voice is shaping new sunlight.
We rise where shadows end.
Beyond the hurt we used to defend,
Every wound becomes a guide, every fall turns into stride.
side by side we learn to mend. We rise where shadows end.
I spent years trembling in the rain, learning the language of my pain, but then you held me steady, true, and said you're more than what broke you. I let those words sink in my chest, slow at first, but then they pressed, and in their warmth I dared to see a better version, made with you and me. We rise where shadows end, where every fear begins to bend. Our steps are heavy, but they shine, carved by strength in your hand and mine. Nothing left for us to pretend. We rise where shadows end. Let the morning flood our lungs, wash the nights from which we've sprung. Let the daylight find our skin, bare and brave as we begin. All the tears we never named, all the storms we felt ashamed, now become the proof we send. We survive where shadows end. We survive where shadows end. Where shadows end. Where shadows end. Where shadows end. We rise where shadows end, stronger than the nights that try to bend. Through every heartbreak, every scar, we learned exactly who we are. And now together, hand in hand, we stand in light that can't be dimmed. We rise again. We rise where shadows end. Where shadows. Where shadows end. We rise. Your voice still lingers like a stain inside my lungs. A quiet poison dripping slow from places we begun.
I see a shadow on the door where all our secrets bled. A memory with sharpened teeth still living in my head. Every promise that you left became a fracture in my chest, and every love you turned to smoke the moment that you left. I tried to hold the pieces, but they cut me as they fell. I wear the scars like letters in a language made of hell. I chased the echoes of a hope that never learned to stay. Held on to ghosts that told me lies just so I wouldn't stray.
You built a kingdom out of fear and dressed it up as fate. I lived inside the walls you made and learned to suffocate. And I keep crawling through the echoes of the life we tore apart, searching for the last of me beneath your dying heart. Burn me down again. Let the fire earth the truth you never said. I'm just the ashes of my name, drifting through the wreckage of the games we played. Every lie became a flame, and now I rise with nothing left to save. Let the smoke erase the blame. I'm stronger in the ashes of my name.
I still remember every promise melting into rust. The way your silence felt like knives disguised as fragile trust.
I walked the edge of who I was, just trying to fit your shape, until I lost myself beneath the weight I couldn't escape.
Difficult is learning
To
how
stand when you're alone,
to hear the sound of healing.
from the cracks and broken bone.
And I don't need forgiveness as I finally walk away.
All the ghosts you left behind are fading with the day. Burn me down again. Let the fire out the truth you never said. I'm just the ashes of ashes of my name, but even ruin has a place from where it can be saved.
Every scar became a declaration carved into my veins. I finally see who I became.
I'm alive in the ashes of my name. In the ashes of my name, we set the sky on fire again, burning diamonds, igniting in my. We set the sky on fire again. Your brilliance guides me. Come what night.
Even when shadows close the way, your brilliance guides me, come what may. And though the stars may dim and shift, my heart will find you and lift and depth. Think my soul that tried to run for faith, the golden stars keep pulling me away. Yes, I'm proud.
We set this high on Satan, to radiant souls that touch the sky. We set the world ablaze with light.
Emerging dash light.
Through the night, even when shadows close the way.
Your brilliance guides me.
Come what may.
Though the stars come what may.
And up that I'm racing through these cosmic fields, chasing light. The stars it yields, your voice it resonates like song, lifts my spirit where I belong.
Then suddenly the calm ascends. My heart beats steady, life transcends. I feel your radiance weave through night, a guiding star burning so bright. And no matter how the skies may darken, I'm drawn into the glow of your beacon. I'm drawn in the glow of your beacon.
We're constellations set to soar,
To gleam, to beam.
forevermore. Across the vast, your light here,
And then the spark.
ever near. Even if the skies turn gray and hope drifts far,
I'll find the way.
I'll keep the light alive on high. 'Cause love like ours can never die or shine. You still shine. You still shine. Somewhere in the light inside of I heard the quiet crack tonight, a tremor line of breaking light. The world was holding in its breath, like it has something left unsaid.
Your shadow stretched across the floor, a memory I still adore. But even gentle things can fade, like winter ghosts we once had made.
And where the quiet breaks, I feel your heartbeat trembling in the space between the words we never spoke, between the vows we never wrote. And in the silent take, I find the pieces time forgot to take, where all the fragile memories shake. That's where I find you. I trace the echoes of your steps. They led through storms and small regrets. You always said that healing takes the shape of all the hearts it breaks.
But I kept walking toward the sound of something lost now, newly found. A version of the both of us, before we learn to fear our trust.
If love is quiet, then maybe breaking is the way it learns to speak. And where the quiet breaks, I feel your heartbeat trembling in the space. You're every echo I can chase, every truth I still can't face. But in the fragile ache, something warm begins to wake. If time was kind enough to take, why does it leave your name?
Let it break, let it tear the sky apart for us. All the fears we couldn't name or trust, all the unspoken things we never learned. Let it glow, maybe breaking is the only way to grow.
Where the quiet breaks, I still hear you in the spaces between where we almost became. I'm calling out from somewhere quiet, where your name still echoes, even when I try to I held your photograph tonight, my fingers shaking in the light. It felt like touching something gone, a shadow stitched where you belong.
The room felt heavy with your breath, the kind that stays after a death. I swear I heard you in the walls, a memory that still remembers me.
I tried to speak your name out loud, but every syllable was drowned. There's something fragile in the sound, like hope that it never found its ground.
Kept the things you left behind, the kind of pain that's intertwined.
With pieces I can't separate, your love was warm, you're leaving gray. If breaking is the way we learn, then tell me why it still
slip too fast to keep a humbled on our past. But even walls collapse with time, and even hope can lose its shine.
If I break, will you remember me? The eyes of hell, just storms at sea. I try to stay, I try to breathe, but some things hurt more than they leave.
If I fall, will you recall the days we walked through fire just to stay? Tell me why love had to be the thing that finally unraveled me. Unravel me. Let me scream the pain undone. Let me crack beneath the sun. Let me fall, let me be. Sometimes breaking sets us free.
Let the shadows hear my plea. Let the hurt dissolve in me. If goodbye was destiny, why does it still bleed?
If I break, will you remember me? Not who I was, but who I tried to be. I burned through storms you couldn't see. I held your heart while losing me.
If I fall, will you still say my name or bury it beneath the blame? Oh love, before I finally leave, tell me what you keep of me. Just one piece, just one breath, just something small you won't forget.
Remember me in the quiet, in the ache, in the places we broke.
We never chased it. Urban collision turning lips to DQ nostalgia. So DQ futuristic.
Stripped in our circles through a dream where everything was in between. The almost love, the almost fear, the almost future drawing near. You touched my hand but never stayed a puzzle piece that slipped away. But even things we never claimed still carry echoes of our names. And I keep wondering,
And if we were meant to be a story half unwritten, half inspired, you were the glow beyond the haze, the spark that flickered through my days. But some lights fade before they shine. Not every path becomes a light.
we were silhouettes we never chased, drawn in the sky but left half trace. Two constellations out of place, too close to fall, too far to chase.
We were echoes to memories, soft goodbyes with no one blames. Maybe love just leaves a taste, a sweetness lost, a name unnamed.
Some stories don't end. They dissolve into the space between us.
We were silhouettes we never chased,
Written in shadows never fade.
two fading stars that never fell.
Two prayers the universe withheld.
We were moments never placed,
Beautiful, broken, interlaced.
sometimes things we can't
Emotions are mad. Epic is shattered. It stays and war begins to rise, pulling morning from the black.
I've been wandering through quiet rooms, rooms that echoed old perfumes, fragments of a world I knew before it slipped from me to you. My footsteps trembled in the dust, my hands still shaking out of trust. But when your shadow took the door, the quiet wasn't quiet anymore.
I carry stones beneath my ribs, the kind no one could see your face. Nights stretch long like fragile threads, pulling tight between unsaid. But suddenly a gentle sound shifted something deep unbound. A single breath, a softened ache, a spark before the quiet breaks.
And all the fears I used to chase start folding into lighter space.
Until the quiet breaks, your voice becomes the dawn I chase. Every shadow falls apart, drifting from my weary heart. The darkness tries but never stays. Not after the quiet quakes.
I'm ready to speak without a sound. The places I've been drowned, but then you touched my trembling mind and showed me hope I left behind. You were the corners I forgot, the trees I swore I never spot. Healed the pieces that I dropped and whispered softly, "You're enough."
And now the echoes finally shake, like walls that time will never make. After the quiet breaks, you lift the weight the night creates. Every tear that filled the dark turns to rivers through my heart. And step by step the morning wakes. I rise after the quiet breaks.
You stayed when all the colors bled. You stayed when light had turned to red. Your touch rewrote the words I kept, the ones I hid, the ones I wept. And now I breathe a different air, one born from gentleness you shared. You held my soul until it shook, until the quiet finally
Broke. After the quiet breaks, I feel the world beneath me quake. The past unravels thread by thread, no longer whispering in my head. I stand in light that open door saves our eyes.
once more, when silence held us tighter than the promises we failed to mend. I loved you with a quiet hope that someday we would learn to cope, but futures cracked like brittle ice when truth was colder than the lies. We stood in storms we couldn't fight, two fading souls too tired for light. Maybe holding on was just another way to hide our trust.
If leaving means we both can heal, then maybe love was always real. Just never after the last goodbye. I'm learning how to walk where we once stayed, picking up the pieces of our time. Even pain can lighten in the day. After the last goodbye, I'm stronger than the memories we made. Some love heals, some love tries, but ours was a one-time cut and say. After the last goodbye, I set you free. You set me free.
One note trembles,
Another falls apart. Everything sounds like someone crying in the next room.
I kept your sweater in a drawer, never had the courage to explore. It smells like nights we used to save, like whispered dreams we couldn't break. Every part of you I kept feels heavier the more I wept.
I swear the silence learned your name and whispered it into my shame.
I tried to tell you I was scared,
Fear is louder when it's shared.
and every truth we tried to hide,
Scar that's away from deep inside.
I held your shadow in my chest.
It stayed longer than all the rest, and in the dark I realized love hurts most when it survives. I never told you what it cost to love you. Stay alive. This is the weight I never said, the words that lived inside my head. I held them tight until they bled, until they left my heart red. You were the ache I couldn't free, the silent bruise no one could see. I broke myself so quietly, just trying to stay what you needed me to be.
I loved you more than I loved myself, and that's why I had to leave. I carry pieces of your fear
Until they blended with my tears. You said we'd heal, but healing slipped. Untruth is shaking on your lips. I tried to be the calm you sought, but storms are born from every thought. And when I looked into your eyes, I saw the place where I left me dead.
But now I breathe without your threat.
I let you